All right. Very good. Okay. Good morning, folks. Welcome aboard as we continue the mimer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam varei. Okay. So Torah mitzvahs are generally metaphorically like iris v'kelim, light and vessels. Torah is light and mitzvahs are vessels, right? This is an idea we've had before. So also the connection that we have through study of Torah, the way that the Torah is not the way it is to itself, if you will, but the way it extends itself and reveals itself, is generally a concept of dvekus, cleaving. The inyan, the idea of hiskashrus, of connection through study of Torah, which is the idea that we are bound through Torah, we bind ourselves to God because Torah in the end is the will and wisdom of God. So that connection is a beyond how Torah extends itself and reveals itself. Let me, still with seasonal allergies. Let's take a metaphor for a person. A person acts kind, right, by doing a kind act of giving. That's a revelation of the person. Is that the person? That's the way the person is expressing themselves in that moment. And in that kindness, the extension of the person, the revelation of the person, you are connected to. But is that the person? No. That's the way the person is acting in this moment, right? And being in this moment, revealing themselves in this moment, right? Well, so likewise we have with Torah. We have Torah the way it is revealed. And then we have Torah that's beyond that, right? Beyond its what it expresses, but what it is. Right? What Torah is. There's things that I want which express me, and then there's things beyond what I want that are more core and and deeper. And what I am. Again, just a metaphor to help understand this also with Torah. There's what is revealed to us in its wisdom, which we are capable of grasping. Then there's the essence of Torah that's beyond that which is revealed. Right. So to understand this more deeply, what is and this is that which is beyond is not cleaving to Torah, right? But it is a connection, a connection to the core, the essence of Torah. So that connection of Yisrael B'Araisa B'Kutchabrichu, so of the Jew, Torah and God, is in two manners. There is the way Torah draws itself into the order of creation, Seder Shtalshalus, Boy, I'm having a little trouble. Very refined idea here. Sorry. The order of Hishtalshalus is one thing develops into another, one thing, the greater thing, clothes itself into the lower thing. Um, Draws itself in, right? So the higher thing, its external aspect, then extends itself into the internal aspect of the lower thing. Just like, right, even right, me teaching right now, it's the external aspect of me that is drawn into the internal aspect of you. Right? Why is it external of me? Because external doesn't mean a bad thing. External means the extension of me. Well, I'm extending me right now by expressing to you the teachings over here. And where is that going within you? Into an internal place within you. Right? So when we study Torah, right? Um, So the external of Torah is then being drawn into the internal of us. Then the external of us is being connected to God. That's one way. Another way is beyond the order of Hishtalshelus. Hishtalshelus means a chain reaction, right? Chain reaction. Um, so beyond is that the connection between the Jew and God is also the revealed parts of the Jew is connected with the hiddenness of God without any um, interface. Even when you're studying like the Talmud or something like that, there's a connection of the revealed part of the soul, meaning revealed part of the soul means the capacity to understand, right? That's a revealed part of the soul. It's a much deeper part of the soul that's beyond understanding, right? But here it gives you the capacity to understand. Also, the hiddenness of Torah. And through that, you're connected with the hiddenness of God, right? That's two different levels in study of Torah. So one level causes a cleaving, one level causes a connection. So what we have over here is sort of like a triangle mentioned before, God on top, Torah, and the Jew. So through this, the Jew connected through Torah, that gives him a connection to God, right? Um, and the way that we get connected to God is through Torah. Even when we're speaking about the essence of Torah, the Jew and Torah, and also Torah and God, they're like two things being bound together. However, there's another component, and that is that the Jew, um, Torah, and God are one. In other words, connection means connection to, bound up as one. It's not like in a triangle. Um, but it's the core essence of the Torah that's beyond. Yeah. So it means like this. This is the ultimate love triangle. The Jew through Torah to God, which then shouldn't be a triangle. It should be like a rope. There's a knot here, and there's a knot here. Jew binds himself to Torah, then you bind yourself to God. It's a triangle, which I don't have one. Well, we all know those triangle books, which means there at times that we can connect directly to God, not through Torah. Not that we're dismissing Torah, but the connection is not bound and limited. Through Torah. We go direct to God. How can we do that? Because the root source of the Jewish soul is greater than Torah. Right? It's greater. So then the connection is more like a ring. A ring has no beginning, no end. Right? So in the beginning, Israel, the Jew, is connected with Torah and Torah with God. And after that, that creates a connection between the Jew and God. But after the Jew is connected with God through Torah, and through that to God, what happens is that it reveals the core essence of the soul of the Jew that is higher than the root source of Torah. In other words, first has to come our connection to God is through Torah. But after we are connected to God through Torah, what that reveals is that our connection to God is greater than that of Torah. Which then, when we reveal that our soul, our connection to God is greater than Torah, then that gives us the power that we could actually even draw into Torah. Right. So in addition to the fact that Torah is divine wisdom, right? Right. So it is divine wisdom. So being that God himself, Atzmos Orient Safe, the essence of God, right? And the connection the Jew has is to the essence of God. So we're able to draw down from the essence of God. Therefore, we're greater than Torah, and therefore we can draw down through our study of Torah the core essence of God in Torah. Just in a brief thought, how to give a metaphor for that, how you could study Torah and just, connect to the wisdom of Torah. A lot of wisdom. What it's saying over here is, once you're connecting to God through Torah, and then that gives you the power that you connect to God, to the core essence of God that's beyond the wisdom of Torah. And because you're beyond the wisdom of Torah in your connection to God, you can draw into Torah more than just its wisdom. You can draw into Torah God himself. Meaning draw, when you say the word draw, mean reveal, make it pronounced. Anyway, that we'll need to discuss this more. Um, the next few days, I don't think there won't be a Chassidus class at this hour. My schedule is gonna change um, for the next few till next Wednesday. My schedule is going to change. So I'm going to let you know. Could be later on in the day. That's when we're going to have um, this class. I'll keep you posted. I'm sorry that today was a bit of a challenge, at least for me. All right.